Okay, here we go. This is for regular polygons. Remember, regular means all sides are the same length. So if you know one side, you multiply the number of sides of the polygon to get the perimeter, which we need here. The area of a regular polygon requires the usage of this new term called an apothem. That's this vertical perpendicular distance from the center perpendicular to the opposite side. So you see here is the area. If we know the apothem and the perimeter, we multiply them and cut it in half. But it's a little bit of math to get there a lot of times. So here you see this example. Remember, central angles, you can divide 360 by the number of sides. That'll bust it out for you. Drop your apothem. Remember either your 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90, or trigonometric ratios, most often tangent, to solve for that side of the triangle, the apothem, like in this example right there. That's what they're doing here. Notice they leave it in those terms. If you want to calculate that out, you can. Doesn't matter. As I said, if you need to pause this and look, have at it. I'm going to do a couple examples. All right, so this first one, find the area of each regular polygon, round to the nearest tenth. So we've got 12 centimeters, right? We know that an octagon has 8 sides, so 360 divided by 8 is 45 degrees for my central angle, right? This is 45 degrees. Well, if that's true, the triangle sum theorem tells me the other two have to add up to 135, because 135 plus 45 is 180. So, and these distances have to be congruent, so it's isosceles. So each of these is 67.5 degrees. That'll come in handy here in a second. We know that we have to drop that apothem, which is that straight line like that. So what we now have is our apothem, this distance, and that distance, which we know has to be half of 12 because they're the other half. So this is 6. And if this is 67.5 degrees, whoops, right here, we know that the tangent of 67.5 has to be equal to the opposite over the adjacent. So the apothem has to equal 6 times tan of 67.5. Well, now that we know that the area is 1/2 times the apothem times the perimeter, which is 1/2 times 6 times tan of 67.5 times the perimeter, which was an octagon, 8 sides at 12 apiece. When you calculate all that out, you get, oh, I don't remember. Oh, I have a trick. Anyways, that's why I didn't write it down, so I remind myself. Those of you who might be like, well, wait, can I just use the area of the triangle 1/2 base times height? Like this right here. And add up all those triangles? You can, but that's exactly what this formula ends up being. So just use this. What I wanted to show you though is, remember, use resources as a learning tool, not to cheat. If you want to check yourself, go to Google, type in regular octagon perimeter 96 centimeters. Google Smart, you can check your answer. 695.3. That's the answer. 695.3. Anyways,